In the tranquil village of Wasala, nestled between rolling hills and lush green valleys, lived a young farmer named Chidindo. Wasala was a picturesque place where simple joys and traditional lifestyles reigned supreme. The village was known for its fertile lands, which blessed its inhabitants with bountiful crops. Chidindo, a dedicated farmer, worked tirelessly on his small farm, cultivating cassava, plantains, yams, and garden eggs. His days were filled with the satisfying labor of tending to his crops, and dreaming of the day he would make a significant fortune. One sunny morning, Chidindo decided it was time to harvest some of his produce to sell at the local market. He carefully selected the crops that were ripe for picking, hoping to get a good price for them. As he moved among the rows of plants, the sweet scent of ripe fruit and the earthy aroma of freshly turned soil filled the air. His hands were skilled and strong, and he knew each plant's needs and growth cycles intimately. Among the various crops he was harvesting, Chidindo turned his attention to the garden eggplants. These were not merely vegetables to him, but a vital part of his livelihood. The glossy, oval fruits hung from their stems, their purple skins gleaming under the sun. As he reached for one particularly large garden egg, he noticed something strange, an unusual lump among the usual harvest. With curiosity piqued, Chidindo gently removed the object from the plant. To his astonishment, it was not a garden egg at all, but a real egg, pristine and unblemished. His heart raced with a mixture of excitement and apprehension. Holding the egg in his hands, he contemplated its origins. Could this be some kind of divine message, or an extraordinary event? As he was about to crack the egg open, a voice emanated from it, startling him. "No, don't crack me open," the egg said, its voice soft but firm. Chidindo stared at the egg, dumbfounded. "Why should I listen to you, an egg?" he asked, his voice laced with skepticism. "Because," the egg replied, "I can grant you any wish you desire." The young farmer was incredulous but intrigued. His mind raced through all the possibilities. What could he wish for? He thought of the struggles he faced daily and the dreams he harbored. "All right," he said, "I wish for a beautiful wife and also to become the richest man in my village." "Your wishes shall be granted," the egg responded. "But remember, never call your wife a daughter of an egg, or you will lose all your wealth." With that, the egg went silent, and Chidindo felt a sudden warmth spread through him. Eager to see his wishes come true, Chidindo hurried back to his home. As he approached, he noticed a pleasant aroma wafting through the air. Stepping inside, he was greeted by an unexpected sight, a stunning woman cooking in his kitchen. Her beauty was beyond compare, her presence radiating grace and warmth. "Who are you?" Chidindo asked, his voice trembling with awe. The woman turned with a smile. "My name is Ngozi," she said, "and I am your wife." Overwhelmed with joy and disbelief, Chidindo embraced Ngozi, feeling as if his life had transformed overnight. As days turned into months, Chidindo and Ngozi lived a life of prosperity. Their home was filled with laughter and the pitter-patter of children's feet as they were blessed with a growing family. The once modest farmer now enjoyed the fruits of his labor, and his wealth grew beyond measure. Despite his newfound affluence, Chidindo remained grounded, or so he thought. He frequently attended village gatherings, always surrounded by friends and admirers. One evening, Chidindo went to a grand party with his friends. The festivities were lively and the spirits were high. In the midst of the celebration, Chidindo drank more than he intended, his inhibitions slipping away. As the night wore on, Chidindo became increasingly inebriated. When he finally staggered home, he could hear the whispers and jeers of villagers who had seen him in his drunken state. "Look at how a rich man is so drunk," they said, pointing fingers. The words stung, but Chidindo's anger was too great to ignore. On arriving home, Chidindo's frustration boiled over. Despite Ngozi's efforts to comfort him, he lashed out in anger. "Leave me alone, you daughter of an egg!" he shouted, the harsh words spilling from his lips like venom. The moment the words left his mouth, a heavy silence fell over the room. Ngozi's face fell, and without another word, she gathered their children and left the house. Chidindo, now alone, felt a pang of regret but dismissed it in his drunken state. The next morning, Chidindo awoke with a throbbing headache and a sense of profound loss. His once vibrant home was now eerily silent. The realization hit him like a ton of bricks. His beautiful wife and children were gone. Desperation filled his heart as he tried to make sense of what had happened. The words of the magical egg echoed in his mind. Never call your wife a daughter of an egg, or you will lose all your wealth. As weeks turned into months, Chidindo's wealth began to dwindle. Without his family to support him, he became isolated and his once thriving enterprises faltered. The rich man who once commanded respect and admiration was now a shadow of his former self, struggling to make ends meet. One afternoon, as Chidindo sat under a large tree, contemplating his downfall, he replayed the events of the past in his mind. The memories of his drunken outburst and its consequences weighed heavily on him. He realized with a sinking heart that he had broken the one condition set by the magical egg. With a heavy sigh, Chidindo understood the full impact of his actions. The wealth he had accumulated was gone, and with it, respect and comfort he had once enjoyed. The village that had once revered him now saw him as a cautionary tale, a man who had it all and lost it due to his own folly. In his new reality, Chidindo found solace in reflection. He understood that true wealth was not just in material possessions, but in the love and respect of those around him. The magical egg had granted him his wishes, but also imparted a crucial lesson in humility and gratitude. As the days passed, Chidindo continued to live in Wasala, working hard on what remained of his land. Though he no longer enjoyed the luxuries of his former life, he embraced the simpler pleasures of existence. The young farmer who had once been blessed with riches and a beautiful wife learned that the true essence of life lay in the relationships he cherished and the values he upheld. And so, in the heart of Wasala, Chidindo's story became a reminder to all of the transient nature of material wealth and the enduring significance of treating others with kindness and respect. His tale was told and retold, not just as a story of rise and fall, but as a lesson in the importance of honoring one's promises and values.
What's the most surprising lesson you learned from this story, and how can you apply it to your own life? Leave your thoughts in the comments section below.
Thank you for watching. If you love what we do and want to see more, please hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and share our videos with your friends. Your support truly makes a difference and helps us bring you even more amazing content. We appreciate every like, share, and subscription. Thank you for being a part of our journey.